Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when Outpost Infinity Seas game is not loading. So if the game is not loading at all, if the game is stuck on loading, then please follow the steps shown in this video. So first of all, try to update your game. So if there is any update, let the update complete first. And once the update is complete, you can launch the game. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So if there is any patch available, just install it and then launch the game. Now the next step is to restart Steam. So you can close Steam. On the top, click on Steam and then click on exit and then relaunch Steam and then launch the game. If there is any update, let the update complete and then launch the game. Still facing the problem, restart your computer. Do not ignore this step. Just restart your computer once, and after the system restart, try launching the game. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. So make a right click on the game and then select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Here you can see the game exe file. Make a right click, select properties, and then go to the second tab. Over here, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, make a right click once again, select properties, and then this time put a check over here, select Windows 8 and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, again make a right click, select properties, and this time select Windows 7 over here and then launch the game and then hit apply, click on OK, then launch the game and then check. Still you're facing the problem, then go to properties and this time put a check over here which says disable full screen optimizations and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. If this does not work, then open this U01 folder, binaries, Win64, select this exe file, make a right click, select properties, do the same thing. Run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, then this time try, put a check over here and then select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, try Windows 7 over here. Hit apply, OK, launch the game. If that does not work, put a check on disable full screen optimizations and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working, then when you put a check on all these boxes, if the game is not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes and then hit apply, click on OK, go back, do the same thing with the first exe file, make a right click, select properties, and then uncheck all these boxes and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in launch option. So make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, in the launch option type in -DX11 and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, make a right click once again, select properties, this time type in -D3D11 and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, make a right click once again, select properties, this time type in -DX12 and then launch the game and then check. Still not working, then you can clear this, empty this and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to verify the game files. Now this is important, so make a right click on the game and then select properties and then go to the installed files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is complete, launch the game and then check. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. If you're using Windows Security, then open Windows settings and then go to privacy and security. If you have Windows 11, and then click on Windows Security. If you have Windows 10, you will have an option update and security, then click on Windows Security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Now scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection, click on it. Now click on allow an app through controlled folder access, click on yes to allow and then click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. If the game installed in C drive, open C drive, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder, open the Outpost folder, select the game exe file, click on open. Once the game is added, now click on add an allowed app once again, browse all apps, this time open U01 folder, binaries, Win64, select this exe file and then click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Now go to system and security, Windows Defender Firewall, click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top. Now click on allow another app, click on browse, and then go to the game installation folder once again. Open the Outpost folder, select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case, the game is already added. Once the game is added, again click on allow another app, browse, and then open U01 folder, binaries, Win64. Select this exe file. Now click on open. Now click on add. In my case, the game is already added. Once the game is added, now click on OK on the bottom and then launch the game. Now the next step is now you can skip this step if you're not able to launch the game. But if you're able to launch the game, then skip the cutscenes by holding the F key on the keyboard. This has worked for me, so it might work for you. Disable frame generation. If using DLSS, set it to quality. Turn off Nvidia Reflex and Dynamic resolution. Switch to window mode and lower down video settings. So if you're able to launch the game, you can try this step. If you're not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. So let me launch the game first. So in cutscenes here, you can hold F to skip, and so press the F key on the keyboard to skip this cutscene, and that has fixed crashing for many players, so it might work for you. So you can try this. So go to settings and then go to video. Now over here, if you see this super sampling is set to AMD FSR. Now over here you can see frame generation. Now if this is on, you can turn it off and then check. Also, you can switch to window mode, so you can select window mode. Now if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 to 1080p. You can even lower down more, so I will just lower it down. Now if you're using AMD FSR, then turn off frame generation, but if you're using Nvidia DLSS, in that case set it to quality. Now turn off this Nvidia Reflex. If this is on, then turn this off. Now scroll down, turn off dynamic resolution. Now if this is on, then turn it off. Scroll down. I have set the FPS at 60. You can try setting it to 60 or maybe 90 or maybe 120. So I will set it at 60. Now if the VSync is on, you can turn it off. If the VSync is off, you can turn it on and then check. Scroll down. Over here, if global settings is set to ultra or high, you can set it to medium, or you can even go for normal. So if this is set to ultra, in that case you can set it to high, or you can even set it to medium. So try medium, but I will set it to normal, and then apply the settings and then check the performance. Now the next step is to try balanced or power saver mode in Windows. So type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Go to system and security. Now go to power options. Now over here you can select balanced. If it is set to high performance, you can select balanced, or if you have power saver mode, you can select power saver mode. So in my case, I don't have power saver, I have only balance. So you can select balance, or if you see this which says like power saver, you can select this power saver and then check. This has worked for few players, so it might work for you. Now the next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for Nvidia. So go to Nvidia website and then select your product type. In my case, it's GeForce. Select your product type, then select your series. In my case, it's 30 series. Make sure that you select your series and then select your graphic card over here. And then if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11 and then click on search and then click on download and then click on download once again. And once the download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue and then select custom over here. Make sure that you select custom and then click on next and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next, and then it will do a clean installation. It will uninstall the previous version and then it will do a clean installation and then restart your computer. After this, you have to restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings, and then click on browse over here, and then go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder. Select the game exe file. Now click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance over here and then click on save. Again, click on browse and then open this U01 folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file. Now click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Now launch the game and then check. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK. And over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024. I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to create a backup of the save games and then rename or delete the save game files, but you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can create a backup of your save file first and then you can rename or delete the save game file. Now for this you can open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, now open users folder and then open your username folder. Now open app data folder. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show and then put a check on hidden items and then open app data folder, open the local folder, and over here you will see U01 folder. This has the save game files. So go back and you have to rename this U01 folder. So first of all, create a backup. You can just copy it and you can save it to desktop wherever you want. Once you have the backup over here, now you can try to rename it but you have to start everything from scratch. So I will just, let me rename it dot, I will just name it as .old. Now you can launch the game will start from scratch. If that does not work, you can delete this save game files. You will lose all the game progress, so delete it and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. Now for this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Now over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and x64. So click on this exe file. Now once the download is complete, run x86 exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. In my case, this is already installed, so it's telling me to restart my computer. Please ignore this error, but in your case it will install it if not installed. And then download this x64 and then run this exe file as well. Now if you see repair, click on repair. If you see install, click on install, click on OK. In my case, as I told you, I have already installed it, so it's telling me to restart my computer. So simply restart your computer. Once both are installed, you have to restart your computer. Restart is a must. Restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, you can launch the game. Now the next step is to unplug external devices. Like if you have external devices like HOTAs, wheel, pedals. So if you have these devices connected, disconnect it. Any kind of additional USB adapter connected, disconnect it. Sometimes you have multiple controller connected. If you have controller connected, you can disconnect the controller. Extra controller, if you have it, then disconnect it and then launch the game. Try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any third-party services or application running, close all the third-party application. Disable Steam overlay. So make a right click on the game, select man properties, and then if the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, if this is on, turn it off and then launch the game. Also close other overlay applications. So if you have like Discord or GeForce Experience running, so I have Discord running, you can make a right click and then quit on Discord, or you can turn off overlay in Discord and close GeForce Experience, or you can turn off overlay in GeForce Experience. If you have any third-party application running, just close it. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner, ReverTuner, or any kind of other overclocking application, just close it and then launch the game. To perform clean boot, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Now go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. Make sure that you put a check on hide all Microsoft services first and then click on disable all. Click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option. Restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to update your Windows to the latest version. This is important. So go to Windows Update or Update and Security and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to update the system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Acer computer, go to Acer. If you have Asus computer, go to Asus. If you have HP computer, go to HP, Lenovo. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then update your system BIOS. Now during the BIOS update, like in case of laptop, before you update the system BIOS, in case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So if nothing is working, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder and then delete the game folder and then restart your computer and then reinstall the game to C drive. Suppose if the game is installed to another drive, then in that case, install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed in C drive, then try installing it to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.